Hello everyone. Like always, Mass Edu Stuff will share with you a very interesting solutions to exponential functions. These equations are called exponential equations. Question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3 are called exponential equations. Every term in each of these equations is called the exponential function with base and power of an unknown x. So considering equation number 1, you have 2 to the power of 2x plus 4 into 2 to the power of x minus 32 equals to 0. Each and every term in this equation is an exponential function. So 2 to the power of 2x is an exponential function, and 4 into 2 to the power of x is an exponential function. So also equation number 2 and equation number 3. We are going to see how we can reduce this type of equation to quadratic in an exponential function in x, and then by setting another variable, reduce it to quadratic in the newly introduced variable, which hopefully will pave way to finding the solution of the equation. Now, starting with question number 1, solution. Question number 1 says 2 to the power of 2x plus 4 into 2 to the power of x minus 32 equals to 0. So when you look at this equation, you notice that the first term, 2 to the power of 2x, can be written in different ways. For example, when you have 2 to the power of 2x, this can be written as 2 to the power of 2, then to the power of x, and also it can be written as 2 to the power of x, then to the power of 2. So when you look at this, number 1 and number 2, the only one that tallies with the function or exponential function in x that we have in the equation is this. So we are going to scrap this, we scrap this and pick this, okay, so that the second line will give us 2 to the power of x, then to the power of 2 plus 4 into 2 to the power of x minus 32 equals to 0. So looking at this equation, we find that the equation has been reduced to quadratic in function of 2 to the power of x, which gives us the opportunity to set another variable, to reduce it again to that newly introduced variable. So assuming I let p to be equals to 2 to the power of x, so this equation will now change to p to the power of 2, which represents this, okay. So 2 to the power of x is my p, okay, then power 2 represent p to the power of 2, so plus 4p, which is this, minus 32 equals to 0. 2. Factorizing this equation, we now have p to the power of 2 plus 8p minus 4p minus 32 equals to 0. That's by grouping. So p, by factoring out p into p plus 8, okay, minus 4p plus 8 equals to 0. So I now have two linear factors. The first one is p plus 8, and the second one is p minus 4 equals to 0. So that the value of p is now equals to negative 8, or the value of p is now equals to 4. Therefore, p is equals to minus 8 or p is equals to 4. So we are not done yet. We should remember that p is equals to 2 to the power of x, as we have make a supposition there, p to be equals to 2 to the power of x. Therefore, when p is minus 8, this implies that minus 8 is equals to 2x, which has no solution because 2 to the power of x was never negative. When you look at the equation, 2 to the power of x was never negative. Therefore, the first option, p equals to 8, implies negative 8 equals to 2 to the power of x, has no solution. So we move to the second option, which is when p is equals to 4. Okay, when p is equals to 4, this implies that 4 is equals to 2 to the power of x, which implies that 2 to the power of 2 is equals to 2x, which implies that 2 is equals to x. Therefore, the value of x is equals to 2. So we can verify as whether the result is correct, whether the solution is correct when x is equals to 2. So the equation is 2 to the power of 2x plus 4 into 2 to the power of x, okay, minus 32 equals to 0. After substitution, we want to obtain 0. So wherever we see x, we're going to substitute it by writing x. Therefore, so we have 2 to the power of 2 times 2 instead of x, then plus 4, okay, into 2 to the power of 2 instead of x, minus 32 equals to 0. So this is 4, okay, plus 4 times 4 minus 32 equals to 0. Okay, so 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 will give you what? 2 times 2, 4, times 2, 8, times 2, 16. So here I have 16 plus 4 times 4, which is 16, minus 32 equals to 0. So 16 plus 16 will give you 32, minus 32 is now equals to 0, which is correct. Thank you very much.